No parent wants to dwell on the reality of kidnapping, and yet police warn this kind of crime is out there and parents need to be aware and take precautions. As our Tech Beat reporter Adam Balkin explains, just 15 minutes of your time can significantly help police find your child if he or she is a victim of a predator.
Two words that, when used together, trigger nightmares for any parent. But if, God forbid, that nightmare becomes a reality, this USB Amber Alert Child ID Kit is a new comprehensive way to get law enforcement on the case almost instantly with almost all the information they need.
It's pre-formatted with an encrypted program that you can secure information about your children. So God forbid, in a situation where your child is abducted, you now have a tool to give to law enforcement at a time when seconds count to give them all the pertinent information they need. Height, weight, high-res picture, last known address, name of parents, contacts, MySpace and web address, instant messaging, things that can help in the investigation. Tragic statistics that have been shown about Amber Alert is that within 3 hours, if it's going to have a tragic ending, it usually happens in that 3 hours.
Which is why developers are hopeful this can save up to an hour right off the top of an investigation. Now, the Amber Alert system as a whole suffers from a problem thanks to a problem that law enforcement itself suffers from as a whole, which is different law enforcement agencies oftentimes have a hard time communicating with each other from state to state or even county to county because they all use different hardware, different software that may not be compatible. Well, some think this may be the beginning of a solution, at least for Amber Alert, because if we all store our children's information here, at the very least, we know it is stored on the same hardware, using the same software, all in the same exact format.
It's consistent, and once you give it to law enforcement, they don't have to try and figure out what format is this. Once they have the password, they can easily access it. They can even email it to another law enforcement agency. So it is a smart idea. These are incredibly easy to use. Everybody's familiar with USB keys right now. They're the size of your thumb. All your computers recognize them. You can drag and drop stuff on there.
Each stick holds information on up to 2 children, and despite what you might expect, they're not being given away for free, except at some special sponsored events. Child ID Kit costs $30 at amberalert.com. Adam Balkin, New York 1.
And coming up next on News at 11.